Yo, what's going on out there? Black Compass Media back with another one. Shout out to the people out there that's gonna hear this special content countdown to Survivor Series. Driz, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, Brody?
Ain't nothing much, man. We joined by a special guest.
Mr. More interviews than battles.
Yeah,
Another one. Another one.
guy.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah. So we got
Boy.
Ace Amin on a lot now. Now Ace, I don't know what's going on in your background. Now it's like a
My
little
back.
echo. I got it's echoing. I don't know. Ace, you
Oh
good?
man. I'm good. I can hear y'all perfect. Y'all can't hear me? It's an echo,
Well, it's
echo.
just like it's just coming. It's just a little feedback, but whatever. We'll get through it. So, Ace,
Oh,
what's
let me see.
going on with you, man? What's up, man? Let's talk because it's been a while. Survivor Series is around the corner. A lot of things going on. So, how's Ace Amin doing first and foremost?
Doing well, man. I'm healthy, man. No complaints, man. You know what I mean? I'm good, man. All 10 fingers, all 10 toes, writing music. You know what I mean? I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. How y'all doing?
Mm, pretty good. The season is changing, weather's changing, things like that. Driz, I don't know
Yeah,
how it is over on your side, but
this
I
shit
still
ain't
got.
nothing.
I
It's
got
$6
short.
for gas. Over there.
I got shorts on, but gas is hot in the motherfucker.
yeah.
What's the fuck?
Yeah, shout out to Cali too. I don't know what's going like every time I look on the news, y'all on fire and a different like
Yeah,
that's it's different. You know what I'm saying? So, um,
yeah.
but
Fast game.
Ace,
What
what's
up,
up,
bro?
man? So let's talk, man. It's been a while. Let's fuck the bullshit. At the
Let's get
last
straight to
time
it.
we seen you on stage, you was getting snake eyes. Now,
Uh huh.
a lot of
How'd that go?
people,
How'd that go?
a lot of people had the perception that you were exposed in certain areas of your game. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
You hit the stage. You did okay. I don't think you did bad. Now,
I did good. I did
but
good.
people were saying, okay, well, there was a little bit. Let's slow down on Ace, right? Now
No,
you.
wow. Where's
That's
that
what
at?
that's what people. That's what the people said to me. That's what people said
Who?
to me.
The
That's
streets
the
is
people.
talking.
That's what the
Hold on.
street said to me. The street
That's
said,
the people. No,
yeah.
hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Just to be fair, was it people that were already saying I
Mm,
don't know, or was it
mm.
people that were like, yo, no, he's it, and then it was like, hold on, wait. Which one was it? Majority of.
It was.
But to make something up because neither one of those are.
It's tough because it's a mix of people that's just telling me that. Now, whatever. But that aside, you had your stage experience. I think you did pretty well, but I
Yeah.
don't think you won that battle though. Now you got Jada Nightwing coming up on Survivor Series. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what we might have learned from that previous battle, and then going into the situation. More or less pressure. Like what's up, man?
It's more pressure, but it don't apply. You know what I'm saying? That battle was in front of the as far as the room, the shit doesn't apply because that room was 1,500, 2,000 plus. You know what I mean? That this room is 400 room. You know what I mean? So it's not any experience gained as far as tactically from the battle standpoint, the performance standpoint. It's not going to apply to this one per se. But as far as just overall structure and content, it was a lot learned. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot learned in that sound. It was a lot learned. Just how to just my man, one of my mans, he said it the best, man. He was like, "Yo, you did good. You rap really well." He's like, "You just got to give him more to react to." And I was like, "All right, yeah, I can take that." He's like, "Yo, just give him more to react to more times than not, and you'll be fine." I said, "You know what?" He succinctly said it. He said a lot of what a lot of motherfuckers were saying, but I think he summed it up the best. It was K Chaos, by the way, and shout out Chaos. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and implement that in this writing, and then we just gonna go from there.
Okay.
I feel good though. Like, hold on, not to just breeze over it. Like you said, you don't feel like it. It's arguable. Like you said, you don't feel, so it's not like something where you say it was clear. It was just like you don't feel like it. So I feel good about it. I honestly, genuinely feel like after my third URL battle, that's pretty much a good performance. It's my third URL battle. So
Yeah.
contextual,
Yeah.
yeah, the context. My third battle. If you look at other niggas' third battles, URL or their seventh battle overall, I don't think that it could have stood to nobody. Could have stood to not many. Could have stood to that. You feel
Is
me?
it harder going from preparation wise, going from all right, I'm about to be on the well, initially it was a band. It was, you know what I'm saying, a band battle. But
Exactly.
once you found out it was going to be on the Smack Reloaded, with Murder Mook and Cal and all that. Is it harder going from that to Jada Skyhawk? I really gotta stop calling him
Jada
Jada Skyhawk.
Nightwing. Jada
I gotta
Nightwing.
stop
Jada
calling him that.
Nightwing.
You right. You right. All right. Is it
Respect,
harder
respect.
going from that to
Yeah.
prepping for Jada Nightwing? Like,
No,
you feel like it's a
not,
little harder to get up for this fight?
nah, not at all. Like I told you from the beginning, I never wanted that fucking Snake Eyes, but I never should have accepted that Snake Eyes battle on a 3 weeks notice. But I did. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses. He was the one that I wasn't motivated. If that makes sense. Yeah, the Nightwing to me is a lot more dope than Snake. Not to discredit him, but he's a lot more dope as a writer, rapper. He's not maybe as experienced as a battler, but I like what he does in terms of playing with language more than what I like Snake does. So for me, the challenge is a lot greater. And then I'm coming off of that performance. So for me, it's like the pressure doesn't subside. Now we like quote unquote headlining. You know what I'm saying? An event.
Mm.
And so, for me, yeah, I think that the expectation is a little bit greater, which I don't really care about. I'm not really operating from a place of exterior pressure or what's going on the outside. I don't really, what I'm saying, one way or the other, I gotta come in here with 3 rounds. I gotta come in there and perform my ass off, regardless of what anybody thought or thinks.
You've had 3 battles on URL. Now you're the main event. I think that says a lot in terms of not
Yeah,
just what you do in the ring, but it's people got to take notes, man. Outside the ring too, man. You got to do more than rap good to headline these events, man.
you
Like
gotta make people care.
people,
You gotta make people care, man. You gotta make people be vested in you as a battler and not just at your rap. You know what I'm saying? I told you, there's a lot of niggas that's dope. There's a lot of niggas that rap really good, but if people don't care about what you're rapping about or you as a person, the chances of them clicking on you as opposed to the 20,000 other battlers that they could click on is slim. You got to give them a reason to care.
question. Um, you said, I feel like you've heard the stigma that's kind of being placed on band as far as like, and you've told me this. You was like, yo, when I battle on band, that's not. People are saying that's a home game for me.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
not
home.
home.
It's
This
not
is a
home.
home game.
This
Like
is a
what?
home game.
What's the difference?
That's
Mm.
what you mean. I'm literally in my county. This is where I grew
Mm.
up at. You know what I'm saying? This is where I've been most of my life other than the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So like this is a home game. This is where you get like all that shit that niggas thought when it's like 10 people in the building with me. 10, like this is literally a bunch of this area is where I'm from. I don't know what the turnout is gonna be like as far as specific niggas from my hood, my city,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
this is my home county. It's literally 30 minutes away from where I grew up at. Not even 30. Like no traffic, it's like 20. You know what I'm saying? So now you about to see like a home game. Like that's what a home game is. Like you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy to me, you know what I'm saying, that niggas was always stay and I get it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas want to say because it's in the same area and you kind of lump the DMV
Yeah.
together. You
It's
just
right there.
associate
It's right there.
Richmond, but it's not though. It's not right there, right? It's the difference between you being in Quorum, Long Island, and you being in Queens. Like that shit's not the same, regardless of how close it might. And that's not. And it's
Mm-hmm.
even greater than that. It's like Philly is 2 hours away. Philly is the same distance away from as it is from Richmond. Philly and Richmond are the same distance away. So if Richmond's a home game, then Philly's a home. They're the same. They're the exact same distance. So and that's my point. What I'm trying to like, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's nowhere near the same. Philadelphia is 2 hours from me. It's just like saying Philly is a home game for a New Yorker, which is 2 hours away. It's not. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So we gotta really like niggas just like to lump that in. Not the same. It's the DMV. No, it's not. Like I don't know nobody like the niggas I know in Richmond don't battle rap. They don't
Mm.
know me. I don't know battle rap. I don't have any battle rap like following I've developed in Richmond has been since I've been on URL, not prior to. You feel what I'm saying? So
So, hey, Ace, you really don't think you have anything to prove with this battle? Is that
I
is
don't.
that?
I'm not. That's the thing. I understand people that say that I have something to prove. I'm not operating from a place of having something to prove. I give a fuck. I'm gonna put. I'm going to develop at the proper rate. I'm not gonna allow what other niggas' opinions are to accelerate or make me feel like there's an acceleration that needs to occur in my development.
Mm.
I'm not that. Like in what area in anyone's life do you operate like that? Like where? Where in your life?
Well, I understand, but relative to the other guys that might actually be on Survivor Series, do you feel like some
Yeah.
guys might be closing the gap, so to speak? Because when you came
No.
out, you
How?
were like the separation I felt like was big between you and other guys. Now we've got a chance to see other people battle. Like,
Uh-huh.
do you feel like they're separate, that they closing the gap on you, or do you?
Speak for you. Do you feel like they closing
No,
the
no,
gap
no.
on me? Because
I'm
I already,
asking. I'm
'cause
asking you. I think I want. I think
you
that's
want
the
me to
shit.
know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you why. Because look, listen, if we gonna weigh it objectively,
Mm-hmm.
and it's these my guys, so I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on them because that's what it's gonna sound like when I say something opposite to no, they're not
Ah,
closing the
well,
gap. Because
whatever. He'll be all right.
I'm gonna be shitting on them because I'm gonna list facts as to why. Like you
Okay.
gotta remember, some of these niggas have had 5 and 6 PGs. I had 2, and then I was on Summer Impact. How can the gap possibly?
Facts.
I'm headlining, bro. How can the gap be choked? Like how? How can the gap be closing? Like maybe after this right here, I don't do good. Somebody else does extremely good. Maybe then you could say, but right now, how?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Two,
I don't even say who would we
Mm-hmm.
even like Tone. Who would we even like say is closing it? Because when he popped, when he came out, it was him and Swamp that really took off.
Yeah.
and
Who's
we the
really
ones still.
I think.
who's really closing
I
the
think.
gap
I think.
though?
I think. If I'm speaking for myself, and the reason why I asked a question
Yeah,
about.
that's what I was
Let me.
getting at.
Let me.
That's
Let
what I was
me.
getting at.
Hold on,
Keep
Ace.
the
Hold on.
tone.
Hold on.
Keep the
Calm.
tone,
Ace.
baby.
Ace. Relax, man. Relax.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
I see what you're trying to do here. But I want to let this happen because we didn't see everybody at first. Is my point. Now we've
Hmm.
gotten to see we've gotten to see everybody. We got more drops and people coming out and shit like that. I think now it's like, all right, it's more to me. It's more than just you
It
and
is.
Swan in
It is.
that like
You know
so.
what you
But that's not your
That's what I'm
question. You
saying.
said
That's
something.
what I'm saying.
What
And
you just said was
yeah,
very accurate. There are more than just me and Swamp in this class. But
yeah,
your question prior
that's
to
a fact.
was, are they closing the gap?
Yeah.
Like the two can happen.
God
The two can
damn.
exist without them. Like okay, so for
but it's not about who
go ahead.
Tone, you telling us who you think
But it's two
like
different. It's
but
two
that but
different
that
things. I
but
think
that's
Ace
who
is
But they
lit
okay
are
off
but
of.
two different
but
things.
that's who you think
Literally,
that's hold on Ace,
Well,
that's who
that's
you
not.
think rap well though. We like in terms of
Yeah.
who's making noise is nobody coming close to them
Yeah,
from that
well,
class right now.
because I don't think any of the other guys are marketing anywhere near Ace is doing like he's always promoting his brand, and nobody else is doing that as well as he is, like by far, right? But I think on the court performances, I've gotten some good ones. I like what
yeah,
I
but
see
ain't no
from some of these
bro.
guys.
Like stop. Like let's stop that because we
I
not had.
do.
Ain't nobody had to do. And the two instances that you had for the
Mm-hmm.
first band and the second band, you don't got nobody that did that. And then nobody had that
Mm.
third stake. That third match wasn't on that stake up. I didn't rap at band 3, so
I
I don't
think
have a
I
band
think
3
you
performance to
you
go
you
on.
had you dropping on YouTube helped out.
I dropped
And
on YouTube. I mean, it wasn't just me. Swamp dropped on YouTube too. And
no,
now
no,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
no.
but I've been
I think
You
that
said
got
that
helped
though.
both
niggas.
of y'all. I think that helped both of
You
y'all.
got
Helped both of
niggas.
y'all.
But Tone,
That
You
did.
got niggas
we
dropping on
Yeah.
YouTube right now. That's getting
we
ten
been
thousand.
but at that time we been said that though.
Yeah,
We
we already
like
said. Yeah, we said
they
that.
had
We
the
said that.
benefit of that,
Yeah,
but
that's a
they
fact.
was fire though
They was
too.
fire.
There was
It
a
was fire.
reason
Yeah, I'm not
their
taking nothing
bottles
away.
dropped.
I'm not taking
And
nothing
not
away.
and not for nothing,
You are.
not for nothing. Before the YouTube drops, when I interviewed like 13 people from the event,
What did they say?
they all mentioned
What did they
Ace and
say?
Swamp. Just keeping it 100. And
That's fine.
that footage is out. That's before any of it came out.
What's
But they
sick?
did benefit from the YouTube drop for sure.
That's true. Okay. All right. But Ace, go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Yeah, I was saying two things. I was addressing a few points. Like,
Mm,
all right,
mm,
so you saying YouTube drop? We seeing niggas get
mm-hmm,
drops now on YouTube, and
mm-hmm.
consecutive, we getting consecutive drops. We getting a lot of drops, and it's not picking up the same traction. And
Oh no, it's not. No.
it's not to knock them.
But
It's not to knock them at all. But at the end of the day, as you both know, when you're in the building, you know it's a lot different than when niggas is outside the building and watching. So when you got niggas that's reporting, when you talking to niggas that was at the event or
Mm-hmm.
leaving the event, and they're telling you what it was, that's gonna actually spike. That's gonna serve to spike the YouTube views from the initial because these joints just getting dropped. You feel what I'm saying? These joints aren't. They're
but
not. There's no
the
intimidation.
way they going about it though, now hold on, because when y'all niggas drop, everybody was talking about y'all, but y'all
Yeah.
shit dropped like within 10 days of everybody talking about y'all. These niggas got PGs dropping from 3 events ago. Like
Months
Yeah,
ago.
there's
because
Shit
no
is
niggas
steam
wild.
behind it.
playing.
So it's
Bro, listen, you got, and that's another thing. Not to cut you off.
Elder
You got,
skates.
we're in the beta on that app, so niggas is just now really figuring out how to properly promo, which isn't the balance fault. You got the league that's really trying to figure out how to properly use this as an asset for both the battlers and the league. So them doing these recent drops, that was, I think, an adjustment that they finally realized needed to be made, and they're making it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that, like, everybody's pretty much in an experimental phase. I happened to come up before the app came out. That's when my first drop happened. But my second
Facts.
drop is on the Snake Eyes battle is on the app. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, and to go back to the answer, to answer the right question you had, as far as niggas, like I said, niggas having drops and niggas having performance. None of those drops or performances was on that level. Not saying that that's their fault, but it's just not. You can't compare a band performance to a performance in front of 2,000 motherfuckers opening up for Murder Mook. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the
Now,
same. It's not,
now
especially
that
it's the first
that
time happening.
that gap question,
Okay.
I would love to pose that question to a lot of other people from that class, because there are guys.
I just.
Yo, okay, so let me clarify. Let me say this. As far as like the niggas in my class,
Hmm.
all niggas, like, as far as diversity, I don't think it gets any more. Like, if you take the top 6 niggas, you take the top 10 niggas, nobody sounds the same. And I
Right.
say that
I
to say
agree.
nobody sounds the same. You take the same, you have the most diverse group of motherfuckers coming out. Like, whether or not the longevity is gonna be there, whether or not the quote unquote star power or the ability to market these people is gonna be there, I don't know. But from a talent standpoint, you have
Yeah.
10 niggas who sound like themselves. You got 10 niggas who don't sound like anybody who's currently on the main stage for the most part. You
Yeah.
you have 10 individuals who all have their own perfect sound, style, image, everything, their own thing. And I say that to say they're all gonna, as competitors, they're gonna end as competitors. I'm gonna tell you from a standpoint, not as objectively as I can, removing myself from the situation. From a perception standpoint, I can see people saying that the gap has closed, but from the standpoint of actual getting paid, increasing visibility, like, it's
Yeah.
not close.
Yeah. That business
It's
part.
not.
Yeah. That other part of it. Yeah. 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 I got you. I got you.
It's not.
I
It's
got
not
you.
close. We talking rapping like niggas, but the thing is, niggas been rap. Like I said, I want a nigga now. What this is the thing. A nigga from my class, if I battle them in the same circumstances I battle Snake, I'm gonna be in the advantage now because I have that experience. Like, these niggas ain't done that yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done that. I know how to navigate that water a little bit better than the next
Hmm.
nigga. Like, as far from firsthand experience, but some people out of that class are a little bit more suited just based on their base sets than I am. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. To answer your question,
Hmm.
uh, I'm not. I don't. I like to say it's gonna come across like I'm bashing these niggas. I'm not. I wish all these niggas the most success. I want this card to turn out to be a great success. I don't want it to be any holes. I don't want it to be any weak spots. I want it to be nothing but strengths. But
But
as
everybody can't make it, and you
and
need
I'm
to be
here,
the best nigga
and
on
I'm
the
here,
card. So like,
I'm
let's
the
get back to
I
that.
am the best nigga on this card. Period. There's no way around it. I am the most well-rounded nigga on this card, and I'm gonna show you. Period.
Hey, hey,
Ace to
Ace,
me.
niggas on Twitter saying Jay the Nightwing gonna punish you.
He is though.
Oh boy.
That don't mean he is.
Don't like
Shit.
this. See,
I
because we talked, we ran into each other in Philly. Shout out to Philly. We ran into each other in Philly, and
mean you did.
I said to you, remember, I was like, "There's no goddamn, you should not be losing no goddamn Jada Nightwing. There's
When
no
I told you
like,
that nigga hasn't battled since July and he's fired. Y'all niggas got Jada Nightwing fucked up if you think he about to come in there and lay down. Just because I'm at home and y'all think that I'm supposed to beat him. He don't give a fuck about none of that. That nigga, if you think you seen, you about to get the best Jada Nightwing you've ever seen.
mm,
You about, you about to quite, this nigga won. First off, what you don't, he's won this battle. We've been trying to set this battle up since like February.
okay, let's talk about it. Okay,
Yeah, we've been trying to set this battle. We were trying to set this battle up. Well, him and Norbs on that end. And so, I wasn't necessarily booking over there.
mm-hmm.
And then I ended up taking the Burks battle, then the Bucks battle, and then after that, the Snake Eyes, and then that got delayed a little bit further. But that was like the natural battle. Like, I wanted that battle. I'm a fan of his. Before I even started battle rapping, I liked the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So niggas think that nigga about to lay down, or you know what I'm saying, he ain't a gun bar nigga, he ain't got enough energy, or like, it's ways around all that shit, and that nigga's gonna try to show you all the ways around all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got him fucked up. You really got him fucked up. He about to come in there and have fire. If we're on 10, this could be one of them ones. And I hate to put that pressure on him or me
Yeah,
publicly.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're both on 10. If we're both on 10, if we're
Mm-hmm.
both on, as I think we both will be, it could be one of them ones, man. It could really be one of them ones you talking about at the end of this year. Like, yo, that was really a spectacle to see. You know what I'm saying? But Don't discredit him. Like really, don't look down on him. I know he doesn't do things traditionally. Like, but who
Yeah.
sounds like who is him? Who is him?
I
You know what I'm
just,
saying?
you know what, you know what, you know what, Ace, you know what? I guess I'm just still mad about the Reaper Rail. I'm still mad because I was there. I was there. I was sitting on
Yeah,
stage. I was there.
bro. I mean, yo,
Yeah, I
bro,
know.
choking.
I know.
And you know what's crazy?
Reaper
You
Rail's
know what's
All
fire,
crazy, bro?
bro.
three.
Like,
You know what's crazy? Not all three. He choking in two.
Well,
But you
two.
know what's crazy? Yeah,
Well, he got
he two.
smoked.
You know what's crazy?
Mhm.
You know what? He smoked him in the second round. He smoked Reaper in the second. But
What?
Reaper, he smoked Reaper in the second. He smoked Reaper in the second. He smoked Reaper in the second.
No.
He smoked. Go back and watch that again. I think you might be high.
30. I'm not high. I'm sober.
yo, you know what, Tony? Yo, this nigga Ace, yo, this nigga be trying to tell me Briz be verb. That's off topic, but like, whatever, man. Whatever.
Yo, he
Like,
Yeah, he gotta stop.
you haven't watched that battle in 3 years. You still talking about Verb?
yo, yo.
So 3 years, man. In 3 years, it's been
Hey,
since you
the
put the
funniest
battle
thing,
on.
yo, this nigga slided in on a random, yo. Y'all could be talking about basketball. He be like, yeah, all right, my nigga, I'm gonna get at you, yo. Brisby verb, all right, then. Like, yo, get out of here, nigga. Like, slick ass nigga, yo.
It's facts
On
though.
the way
It's
out. Like, we're not
no
doing
funny,
this, man.
no funnies, no funnies, no funnies. That nigga Reaper is dope. Reaper, he know that one of my favorites. Reaper's been one of my favorites.
Okay.
Reaper, yo, Reaper benefited from a J coming in there and choking. Not saying he wouldn't. His first round was crazy. Second round was good. Third round, I think he kind of wrote down. Reaper did. Reaper was fired. Reaper about to do some things with Rig. He about to do
Mm-hmm.
some. Y'all got Reaper. Rig's gonna talk too. Rig's gonna talk, but Reaper, man, that's old head bar. Reaper know what the fuck is going on. Y'all got Reaper. No cakewalk. Reaper ain't no nigga. You just gonna dog walk and it's just gonna be. That's just gonna be what it is. Not on a regular. When he on 10, like you know what I mean. Reaper good. So, but I was saying, like, back at Jada Knight, like y'all really got Jada Knight fucked up. Like that nigga does things that nobody else, bro, for real. Like nobody has ever done. Like he does. He raps at a pace like you're not supposed to be able to get away with that, and he gets away with it regularly. Like
Mm.
regular, regularly. You know.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
Yeah, whatever with
we
all that
more
humble shit.
excited. We more excited for the
You better get
matchup.
off. I don't want to hear all that. You
Yeah, I
get
don't. Yeah, I
off.
don't. This
Get off.
humility
I'm not stupid.
bag. I don't.
Hey, listen, last time I was telling niggas what I was gonna do. They mistaken that for
Mm-hmm.
they connected that with what the outcome of the battle was gonna be, and not me creating attention for the battle. So I'm gonna stay away from that.
Facts.
I'm gonna stay away, like, cause niggas took that as, oh, he about to be loaded lust when he get up there. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna be a nigga that's in his third battle. That's what I'm.
But you know what? I don't think you should shy away from that though, because at the end of the day, you're talking
Bro,
damn near you main eventing
I'm
because
talking.
of you know what I'm saying.
I'm just not talking with the same tenor. I'm gonna kick, yo. You know I'm gonna kick. You know, bro. You know what it is. You know I'm not going
Mm-hmm.
out there intention of losing. You know I'm not going out there
Facts.
laying. You know that, bro. You know that. You know y'all niggas know
Facts.
I'm a dog, bro. I'm not going out there playing with this nigga. I'm not going out there half-assing because I like him. I'm not doing none of it. He getting treated bad. I'm gonna be all in his space. It's gonna be physical. It's gonna be all shit again. It's gonna be all of that. I'm gonna be out there. And he at home. Like I'm at home. What's like we out here? Like what you trying to do? We about to take this shit back to them. You know what I'm saying? But don't think that me showing deference to him publicly means that that's changing like my approach or how seriously I'm taking it. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna kill this nigga.
Yeah.
But he's
I don't. The deferential. Yeah, I get it. I understand it. But besides that, though, you can't.
what up?
So when this thing got booked and it was in Maryland, I know friends, homies, like
It
people know
wasn't.
that you on URL. Like, let's
It was
not
in
do
New
that.
York first.
Okay.
It
Well,
was
I'm
in New
saying when
York.
they switched the venue, I'm saying.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, I ain't even posted nothing. I haven't posted nothing about it. I'm not. I got my hood. Like my hood. You know, my hood is my hood. Them niggas might be in there. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say how deep. There's gonna be a lot of niggas there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean like. See, and the impression the niggas gonna get, oh, they gonna be gassing them. Like, all right, whatever. You said that about Richmond. You know what I'm saying? When it was 10 niggas. And it was 300 people. It was 10 niggas there, and now it's a big issue. I don't know, man. I really I'm starting to realize that don't nobody in this shit really know what they actually want.
Mm.
They just want to be malcontent. They want to be able to say that they can complain. That's it. They want to
Mm.
feel right. No matter what it is that they want to be right about it. Whether it's right or wrong, whether it's the same thing as yesterday as it was today, they just want to be right about it and be in the right about their right to complain, which is fine. I'm just not. I know what to do with that. I'm gonna get around it. You
You
gonna
fit.
this battle? So like I said,
No. I like this. So you usually feel like people just complain to complain. Like you feel like that
that's a
is
fact. Niggas
reflected
are powerful.
in critiques of Ace Amin. Do you feel like that's reflected?
Nah, some niggas are act like you critique me, but you are coming from a place of a structured place. Like you know how to separate whatever affinity you may or may not have for me from your critique of me. Other
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah. Right, right.
other people like
Mm-hmm.
niggas, what niggas don't understand is that enthusiasm doesn't imply expertise. Just because somebody's enthusiastic about something doesn't mean that they're actually
Wow.
Facts. Hey,
That's a
yo.
fucking gem.
yeah.
Wow.
So because you're enthusiastic about something and you've been a fan of it your entire life doesn't give you the actual expertise to be able to analyze it. So when niggas is like, you should just, and I'm like, as opposed to what? Like how it's easy for you to say, yeah, it's easy for you to sit up in the fucking in the booth and say, well, you should have just slowed down. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'd have slowed down, the syllables wouldn't have added up, and I would have had to say this word like this. Now, how do you count for that? Oh, well, it's just like, well, you don't know. You really don't know, but you think you know because you've been such a fan. You're so vested in it emotionally that you think that it gives validity to your opinion. And niggas, they don't know how to do that. So they'll tell you things and say things about you, not from the standpoint of an actual critique, but as a fan. And it's like you can't really weigh that. You on the other, like certain people who I'm gonna take that seriously. I get it. Other niggas like, yeah, you should listen to fan. Why the fuck should I ever? Why would I ever? No offense, but why would I ever listen to a nigga that's gonna tell me I should kill myself after a bad performance? You suck my. I'm not on that, man. Y'all niggas is wild.
Yeah, it's
I'm
too
good.
much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. You know what I mean? So, and then like I said, you never know where niggas be coming from. Like niggas, some niggas is genuine, whether that they know what they're doing or not. They genuinely want to see good for you, and I respect and appreciate that. I encourage that. But then other niggas, they just don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're coming from a place of negativity. So it's like whatever. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I respect. Yeah.
Question. As far as the writing, um, do you feel like you kind of have to make an adjustment going from the stage back to the small room? Like, do you feel like you got to
Yeah.
add more punches, or you got to what
Um,
adjustments you feel you got to make?
Not without giving too much away. I just got to do better. Like I got to condense all the good, everything that was good from the snake battle. I just got to take it and do it more. If that makes sense. Like so, if you see that stretch, that whole string in my second round where everything was landing, it was a good streak where I didn't miss. It's like I just got to do that again. That means I got to replicate that and incorporate that. But the thing is that was a big stage, so that battle wasn't like the norm as far as like what I'm about to do now. Like what I can get away with a lot more in here as far as intricacy than I can on a big stage. And then yo, like untold, like a little, I guess a trade secret, something that niggas don't know. Like Nitty, as far as structure, pretty much has been the same. His like for the vast majority of his URL
Uh
career, right?
oh. Uh oh.
But this isn't a knock. This is the truth. The nigga the nigga didn't adjust to the crowd. The crowds adjusted to him. As they got more in tune to what Nitty does, more people got in tune. They kind of knew where to listen for the punch. If that makes sense. He
Yeah.
didn't change.
Mm-hmm.
So because like I think that because I don't have a lot of film on me, like niggas like yo, he don't rap like this. Like the same thing that niggas praise you for in the initial phase is what when you get past that a little bit, niggas will try to take you down for like yo, he need to just do this more. And I'm like yo, if I do that more, I'm gonna sound like everybody else who does that. So either you're gonna praise the individuality of it and grasp that, or you're gonna say sound like everybody else. Like it encourages niggas to be robots. If you think about it, like you tell niggas that you should do it a certain way, but everybody should do it that certain way. And if everybody does it that certain way, where is the diversity gonna come from? And niggas feel pressure to do that. So that's why you have niggas with generic gun bars. That's why you have niggas with generic name flips because the fans say this is what you have to do in order for us to cheer for you. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying for me, if you give niggas time, niggas with time, the crowd learns what it is that you do and they gravitate towards. It's like all right, so he don't necessarily punch where it's supposed to be, quote unquote. But I know now that this is where he to expect a punch with him. And now I know how to listen to his style and appreciate it as opposed to a year ago or 6 months ago. So I think
But you
giving
know what?
yeah,
How do you walk that fine line? Because I remember Cortez speaking on this about 5-6 years ago. How do you
yeah,
walk that fine line of because it's different now because the fans can go on their phone and be like, Ace, I don't like when you do all the wordplay. I just want you to punch. Like it's
yeah.
like they could just. How do you walk the fine line of taking that and incorporating that into your material and also just being like I'm the rapper and I know what I'm doing so I'm just gonna do me. I feel like there's a fine line. I feel like when niggas listen to the fans too much they start like
Yeah,
trying
they
to
start.
please everybody and they fuck up. So
Yeah,
like, how do you walk that fine
yeah,
line?
yeah. That's a great question. I'm honest. Like my honest feeling on it is that you gotta be adaptable. So you kind of do both, and then you figure out what kind of works. And that's what I'm saying. Like everybody that raps don't necessarily got the greatest of ears, like especially for their own shit, because you be so attached to it because you created it that you think everything is fire. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, like I wrote that, so it's fire. Not for no other reason than I wrote it. It's fire. And if you don't have people around you that's telling you like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It becomes then harder for you to be like, yo, how the fuck they not sure you take everything as them hating? I feel like for me personally, I take in what valid sources say, right? Like I said, Kid Chaos, he's like a couple niggas, Danny Myers, um, Kid Chaos, the Goonies, like niggas, they was basically telling me like, yo, without saying it in so many words, they like, yo, you gotta be a little bit more, you gotta be quicker. You know what I mean? Like you gotta like you doing intricate rapping to get there, but then by the time we get there, you're not punching with the ferocity that
The
we'd
setup
expect because
was
you're rapping so long. You feel what I'm
the
saying? So it's like
setup be
you got
so great that the
great,
punch
great, and then when
gotta.
it gotta be, match it, and I wasn't doing it. And it's a little trick. I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give it all away. You'll see in this next battle. It's a little trick to it. But niggas was basically telling me, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna meet it halfway. I'm gonna incorporate punching with more ferocity, and I'm gonna break down the setup. I'm gonna look at the setup, and if it's 4 bars and it doesn't require four, I cut it to 2 or 3. And if it's 8 and I cut it down to 6, I can cut it down to 6 or 7 or whatever it might be. Cut it down. Take out, just trim the fat. Take your best material or what you feel is your best material, and get it even more condensed. Make it tighter, and then fit more in. You know what I mean? So that's for me. Like it's just growing, and then it's like a growing experience because you get a feel for it. You get a feel for when every time I'm out there, I'm learning something new. As I'm out there, I'm learning something new. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, for this battle, I just know that it's a great. It could potentially be a great contrast. Like you're getting two niggas that when they rap, they're not gonna sound the same at all. They're not gonna sound the same. Like I don't sound like Jay. Jay don't sound like me at all. We're not stylistically similar. We're not well content. We do kind of have like a similar kind of stick, but stylistically, the sound, sonically, the way that it looks, it's completely different. It's completely different. You don't even have to really even open your eyes and listen to like to watch Jay rap. You don't have to. You can just pretty much just listen. And not saying it's a bad thing, but it works for him. You know what I'm saying? For me, you got in order to get the full scope of everything. When I'm rapping, you gotta be watching.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
That's go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, no. I fuck with that. I mean, I think like if you say like the just going back to the whole Nitty example of like bringing the crowd to you, I think that does
Yeah.
come with regularity, but that comes with good battles and good competition. You know what I'm saying?
Great point.
So
Great
so it's
point.
just
Great point.
like and part of it is actually kind of on your opponent too, because I think Nitty's breakout battles were against Myers and then later with Av, and it's like his other the opponent had to come with that in order for that to work. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
so so how do you continue to remain to get those type of battles like like are
Um.
you picking your opponents more carefully as you rise up or what?
It makes sense. It gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta make sense. It's not just the opportunity. It gotta be like with Jay, it makes sense. Like Jay, one of them niggas in this class. Like Jay, one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like um, it was either Jay or Swamp in this battle. It was one of the two. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you feel like? What do you feel like the big payoff would have been? I feel like at this current point, Jay is a little bit more. It's a lot. Well, actually, a lot more experienced than Swamp is. So I think that was a greater challenge for me. Not saying that's not the down Swamp at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like based on an experience standpoint, I think Jay does more shit than what Swamp. You know what I mean? Like just
I think you and Swamp that should wait. I feel like similar to I feel like the longer twerking Geechee wait, the bigger the battle's gonna be.
that's not. But what
Uh,
if I fade out tomorrow though? It ain't gonna work. If I go
yeah,
out
but
there
I
and,
don't see. But that's my thing. Though. I
battle
got
Jay,
a lot of confidence in both of y'all to really like hold y'all own and keep building.
shout out Swamp. Yeah, shout out Swamp.
So
I think he'll definitely. But this is a real. I don't think niggas understand. Let me go on the record and say this. I don't think niggas understand how risky of a battle this. And that's not me. Yo, I'm not literally trying to create a dial. I'm not trying to create a narrative. I'm not trying to make myself in the under. That's not what it is. It's just I think niggas really got Jay fucked up because he's quiet. Like niggas don't see him. He don't talk a lot. He don't do a lot of his social media presence isn't the greatest. But style is skill. That nigga is different, bro. A nigga really ain't
Hmm.
no nigga you just want to get out there and just think that you about to just go. It don't work like that. We do shit that just niggas don't do. You go out there and rap. You go out there and really rap your life away, and that nigga with one bar like Dom Marino rapped his heart out, bro. Literally was rapping. That nigga started a round off and was like, "Yo, you wrote your little heart out, didn't you?" Literally was a haymaker, just that easy. Like literally, the crowd was and it was at Dom Marino's house. It was in Florida. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You'll see. I just want niggas to appreciate this nigga for what he do and how it's so different from what I do and how that can come across both on screen and in the building. I want niggas to really from a start like right for this nigga. Like I tell you, like you gotta attack this nigga. How you gonna attack this nigga, Tone, bro? How you gonna attack him? I tell you, you got 3 rounds to write for this nigga. How you gonna attack this nigga for 3 rounds, Tone, bro? Feel me? How? What you gonna say to him? You gonna talk about him being bummy? You gonna talk about how he shows up to battles? You gonna talk about him being Samoan? You gonna do 3 rounds of that? What you gonna say? You gonna talk about him not doing gun bars? What you gonna talk about for 3 rounds? You just gonna go in there and punch? You gonna do have a million name flips? What you gonna do?
Hmm.
What you gonna do? He's not Swamp. Swamp, I got 1,000 things I could talk about, and it's not to say that. Like I said, he's an easier opponent. It's just some niggas give you more to work with than others.
Right. Right.
You don't get.
But
You
it's I think it's always been how you say it.
say
You know what I'm saying? Like it's how you say it, not necessarily what you say all the time. Because I've
say
I've
that.
seen I've seen T Top reuse angles that people have hit on before and do it more effectively. You know what I'm saying? In his battle than versus theirs. You know what I mean? It's how
See,
you say it. Like some people have a way of communicating. It works. I think that's what separates people for real. Because I know for a fact, you know what I mean? Like the way, say, Lux breaks something down, the same subject matter is going to be drastically different than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe you can talk about him being bumpy. It depends on what you say. So we got to see. We
You
got.
think I don't got nothing? You think I don't? You really think I don't got nothing to say to this nigga?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
I
yeah.
hope. I hope. You really think I don't? I hope so. I hope you don't think so. I hope you don't think I got nothing. Because then when you do hear it, you'll be like, "Oh, I hope you don't think I got nothing." Me and this nigga, so we gonna have me and this nigga gonna have a real conversation. I'm gonna talk
Okay.
to this. We gonna have a real conversation. We gonna have some. We gonna cover some ground.
Any
We
we all looking forward to that, and I think that's one of the more anticipated battles. Anything lined up after that, or like do you have anything in the
yeah,
in the works?
yeah, yeah. I mean, couple. I can't. But I definitely got two. I got 2 things. I got 2 things lined up. You know what I mean? So,
Okay, you can't talk. You
Yo, is
can't talk
yo
about
Ace?
it yet, though.
nah, not yet. But
Ace
you know I'm working, bro. You know I'm working. What up?
is Cuban there with you right now?
Cuban just he left off. He had his son with him too. Oh, he
Mm.
stepped up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, man. Tell him I said get busy, man. Get busy. Yeah.
Cuban ain't got no rounds, man. He ain't right. It's over with.
Here you go, man.
So
Here we go. Like,
Cuban might not show up for real. They ain't couldn't get a baby.
we not
That might
doing this, man.
what? What we doing, bro? Nah, Cuban dope. Cuban got some shit for this nigga.
Okay.
Cuban, Cuban got some shit for this nigga. We locked in. I believe we locked in over here. It's been kind of quiet. Like, there's a reason for it, man. Everything is strategic over here. Niggas gonna understand. Man, I
Yeah.
don't just want shit just to be doing shit, man. We real, like, I appreciate all the ones who've been supporting, all the ones who've been patient throughout all this shit, man. I'm ready.
So
I'm ready to go in there and do shit.
Ace, I mean, we got live right now, 233 in here on just on in the interview bag and all that. Shout out to the society too. On top of that, now we did get a donation. I want to read this. First of all,
Okay.
pause. This brother's name, B Raw, for 4.99 says.
Don't read it.
Yo.
Don't read it. Don't read
Nah, I
it.
gotta read. I gotta read it. It's a good. It's a good question. I
Boy,
gotta read it. His name Crazy Love. We're not doing that. It
shout
says
out, uh, shout out to
it's
Donator.
yeah. It says Ace. I mean 2-1 over Snake. Would you battle B Dot?
B Dot's my
Oh, that
guy.
would be fire.
B Dot's my guy. I will only battle B Dot in California.
Mm,
But I don't think B Dot would battle me. Just being honest, I don't think B Dot would battle.
really? Why not?
I just don't. You have to ask him to clarify exactly. To be honest with not, and that's not no snide shit. Just real. I don't think he said that he wouldn't battle. He said it before he wouldn't battle me. But I don't know if niggas is coy sometimes. I don't know if he's just saying that, just you know what I'm saying. But if he meant it, then I respect that. That's my guy. That's like legitimately my guy. Fuck with him. Shout out that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, Ace, I got three rapid fire
I got some
questions.
shoot.
First answer that come to your head.
Oh shit. Let's go.
The best puncher of all time.
Ooh.
New Jersey twerk and Rum Nitty.
Rum Nitty. Okay. The best special move of all time, whether it's a remix, a Showtime, a strapped in. Who got the best special move of all time?
I'm strapped in, man. I'm strapped in.
All right. Who is the one of the most underrated battlers of all time?
Hmm.
Mike
Mike P.
Mike Mike P.
Okay. All right.
Mike
All right.
P. Really?
Mike, yeah, cause he's white.
Huh.
He's white.
Okay.
Man, niggas don't. Yeah, come on, Mike P is surely under. He's sorely underrated.
Mm.
Hmm.
You got niggas like
Yo,
I
yo,
will
was you
say
there? Was
Jason.
you there for the Dre Dennis? What happened? Was you around? You was
I
Boy,
there?
was there, bro. Nah, I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for that. You was there for that, Tom, bro? Or you watched it?
I wasn't there. I watched it. Though. That boy,
I haven't watched it, so I
that
can't.
boy
I
got
can't.
sent to space.
Shout out Dre. Shout out Dre. Nah, shout out Dre. Shout out Dre.
Wait, did he choke in the first?
You know what? Drugs might be one of the most underrated battles, though,
I
bro.
think drugs is super underrated.
Nah, you know what's crazy? Because Drugs literally writes his shit like the day of the battle, like literally, man. And he come in there with some of the most ingenious name flips. He has two name flips every battle that are out of this world. Every battle you can watch, no matter when he wrote the material, he's gonna literally have one or two or three name flips that just don't make no sense. They hit no reaction when I hit Mike. Is this thing on? Like, come on, man. Like certain shit. Like I don't know. He's like niggas don't appreciate him because of all the antics. You know, he light skin. He be acting real light skin. Whatever the fuck that even really means. But
Mm.
from a rapping standpoint, yeah, that nigga is one of them. Like he's one of them. He's different. He's super different. And that's not on the homie shit. It's just watching the process up front. Like I can say that he's sorely underrated. Niggas don't really appreciate what he. So whatever.
Okay.
Mm.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? Let's plug what up. Keep the questions going. I got.
Listen, man, yo,
Hey, wait, when you dropping again? Cause Year of the Wolf, I played the joint where you was talking about your daughter. I played that on one of the beginning of the interviews. When you dropping another joint?
Oh man, that's love, man. I appreciate it. You know what's crazy? I got like a plethora of songs. If you just send me an email and get, I got like a plethora of unreleased that I can send your way. I've been so fucking focused on this shit, bro. I just haven't really dedicated the amount of attention necessary to dropping another project. But I have more than enough work to drop two projects. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So
Mm.
I'm constantly writing. Yeah, shit always coming to my head. I might hear a fly beat and I write a quick it sort of shit always happens, but I just haven't focused. I've been trying to get this shit to a point where it's like in stasis, where I'm just kind of not really like undeniable, but it's like okay, there's stability here. Once that stability has been
Yeah,
established, then I can kind of venture out and do other shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I think that this could potentially be that point. This battle right here, depending on the feedback we get from it, I think that this might be that point where it's like, you know what, let me go tend to this other shit over here and see what's going on, and then let me do a few
yeah.
other things. Because between real life and battle rap, I'm swamped, bro. Swamped.
Mm.
Okay.
Shout out.
Now we looking forward to we looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to the Survivor Series and everything like that. I think it's gonna be a good
Uh-huh.
battle. Definitely on the radar is what people's early predictions as one of the battles of the weekend. You know what I'm
What's your
saying?
what's your what's your prediction? So I know ahead of time.
As far as what? As far as the
The
battle
outcome.
turnout, the outcome with you and
Out.
him,
Yeah.
you're gonna beat him in my opinion 2-1.
Uh, here we go with this.
Yeah,
He's gonna
already.
win. He's gonna get a round off you though. He is.
Damn, man. Why you got?
And probably the first one. Like he might get a first round off you, like low key. Like he gonna do some bullshit.
You gonna talk about that bombing?
And he gonna fake it the first round off. Well, no, you know what? Nah. Let's see.
He gonna come out there bombing in my home?
He
Then
gonna
he gonna
get
come
he
out.
gonna get one. He not gonna come out the gate and get it. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. He gonna get
Man,
one. He gonna get maybe that second. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. That's what I'm
and
thinking.
how you calling it for the Skyhawk? How you calling it?
I got you. I got you. I got yo. All right, listen, man. If he do good versus Ace, I will no longer call him Jay the Skyhawk. I'll call him Jay the
Crazy, bro.
Nightwing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm
Bro,
a
Tone, tell him, yo, we was calling Jack Boy Maine Jack the Ripper 4000 for a year and a
For
half.
here,
He had to
for
earn his
here. I
name.
don't. Yeah, you
Y'all
gotta.
niggas
This
is
like, bro, this is
disrespectful.
like getting a nickname in N1 mixtapes. You gotta earn that name. You
Y'all
can't just come
niggas,
tell me.
no, that's his actual name. Why nigga gotta earn their actual name? That's crazy. They gotta earn what his name is. Like that's
But
crazy,
Ace,
man.
Ace, the genius behind doing that though is it actually does make people look up who we talking about. It's weird, but it does
Like
work.
when we be calling them created players, like people be wanting to know, like, who is
Yo,
this?
who is this
Like
person they was talking about? Like, and
Yo,
they really
yo,
will look
hold
it up.
up. Yo, why the fuck y'all niggas didn't call me goddamn whatever the fuck?
we didn't get a chance. Oh, I would have. I didn't get a chance to.
Y'all niggas supposed to be calling me AC Law or
Nah,
Bro, I would have.
your rollout was too crazy.
bro.
Everybody was like, nah, yo, you know who Ace Amin is? Then the battle dropped. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Then
It
I
wasn't
had
no
then I had P on here. Huh? Yeah, I got a new guy, Driz. Huh? Yeah, Ace. Huh? You heard about him? Yeah, I ain't had no choice. I ain't
yeah.
get a chance to clown.
That's
Yeah.
man. That's crazy, man. I wanted the nickname so niggas can go look me up and I could earn my name ASAP. I mean, if everybody else got to do it, I want the same fucking riggers. I don't want to be treated no differently. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man, they gave niggas got the LeBron James. Niggas got the LeBron treatment and shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a fact.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm about to miss the dunk on the breakaway to win the game. Yo, niggas calling me that. It's lit, yo. It's so yo. It's so, y'all niggas come to Maryland. It's so lit for y'all. Watch what I'm telling you. You know the vibes, bro. I got you. Just get here. You know the vibes, man.
So Ace
You're not gonna
Amin, go ahead. What you saying? What you saying, bro? Go ahead.
you're not even gonna remember the event. You just gonna know you was there. Like, yo, I don't remember nothing. I just remember being there. Telling you, we gonna get you right, Tone, bro. We gonna get you right. You hear me? That's God.
Man, listen, man. We looking forward to it, man, as always, and everything like that. And I definitely I want to shout out the event again. This Survivor Series. I think this is probably one of the more competitive fields of PG and like newer battlers on URL platforms. So I'm encouraging everybody to check that out, man. Ace, man. We
It's
appreciate
lit.
you, bro.
I appreciate y'all as usual, man. It's all love. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go out here, me Jack the Ripper 4000. We gonna put this work in. Me and my man, the Skyhawk part. This shit. Fucking work here. That's what I respect, my man.
Right, right.
Y'all be safe, man.
No doubt, no
All
doubt.
right, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
Peace.